Om Ajnanatimiraandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Istadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Yesterday we received the news. Our dear God brother Sripad Bhakti Vedanta Tirtha Maharaj disappeared from this world. So I want to speak few words in his glorification. Although it is very, very auspicious to glorify the Vaishnavas in any time, but great Vaishnavas' appearance in this day, in this world, and their disappearance is always auspicious. Although we are very sad, we feel separation from Sripad Tirtha Maharaj. The separation, although it is painful, but this is very auspicious because this brings us his remembrance and by which we will be connected to him. And wherever he is always with our revered spiritual master, Om Vishnupada Sri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj. And previously, I was in International Society for Krishna Consciousness in ISKCON, and when I came to Gaudiya Math to meet our Gurudev, Sri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj, I first met Sripad Tirtha Maharaj. At that time, he was a Subhananda Brahmachari. I was amazed to see his great qualities. In ISKCON or in any other Vaishnava communities, organizations, because I traveled, visited so many temples and mosques since my childhood days. But when I saw the attitude, the behavior of Sripad Tirtha Maharaj, Subhananda Brahmachari, I was really shocked. I was so much amazed. Because although other great Vaishnavas like Sripad Premanand Prabhu, Sripad Naveen Krishna Prabhu and Sripad Subal Sakha Prabhu, I met all of them very amazing Vaishnavas. But I was specially attracted towards Subhananda Brahmachari because he was speaking Bhagavat. He was giving class. And he was doing Bhagavat Saptaha. Usually, we saw that nowadays also we see when somebody is speaking Bhagavat, sitting in Vyasasan, everybody offer their respects, worship him, offering garland and so much honor. Similarly, we see there are great devotees those are speaking Bhagavata, but he was same time very, very humble, no ego at all. Although he was a Bhagavad speaker, and not only was speaking Bhagavata every day, sometimes doing Bhagavad Saptah like weekly, and sometimes even he was doing Bhagavata for a month, sometimes for 1 month, 2 months, continuously. He was so learned, it was very difficult to calculate the depth of his knowledge of Bhagavatam. Although this credit goes to our Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj. Because by mercy of Guru, Mukam karoti bachalam pangulanghayate girim jat kripas tamahang bande Sri Guru Dinatarine. One dumb person can become an eloquent speaker by the mercy of Sri Guru. And I met Subhananda Brahmachari, I was attracted, I met with him, I asked personally that Prabhu, you speaking so much, so many verses from an eloquence, you were speaking like this. How much in beginning you learnt everything? He said, very childhood days I came to the shelter of Gurudev, and since childhood I am here with my Shiksha Guru Srila Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj, and he trained me. By his mercy I learned. I had no time in temple. When I came to Math, we had to do all the seva, cleaning, cooking, all the type of seva. No time for study. Then how come you learned everything? Even we had no water. Our water in Mathura Math was salty, and he told that he used to bring water, carry water in buckets from Asram Ghat, from Bengali Ghat, very far from there. It is not easy to bring water. And Gurudev had told, each time when you come, you learn one verse. So I used to write down one piece of paper in my pocket, and I remember on the way, while carrying water, I remembering. So in serving, doing seva, remembering the verses. So like this, hundreds of thousands of verses, Bhagavatam, commentaries from different acharyas, Goswami's books, all the books he knew. If anybody in the Math want to know something they have not studied, they will go to him, Subhananda Prabhu Brahmachari. They call him Panditji usually at that time. He was so learned that he could give answer from any Vaishnava literature. Even Gurudev asked him to use his library collection of books, which Param Gurudev gave him. So he was very expert in speaking Bhagavatam, very expert scholar. When there will be Vidvat Sabha, scholarly assemblies, Gurudev used to invite so many Vaishnava scholars in different occasions, from Brajamandal, from Khetramandal, from Navadip, different Vaishnava great scholars used to come. All are very Sanskrit scholars. And none of them in our temple, in our Math, was able to sit in that assembly and speak, because only our Tirtha Maharaj, Subhananda Brahmachari at that time, he was so qualified at that time. He was the only person who could understand Sanskrit and speak Sanskrit. But such a great Sanskrit scholar, when I saw him, he used to, in kitchen, when putting on small gamcha, in whole body, bare body, he used to cook. Usually when we give class, after that we become tired. But he speak Bhagavat, when he is speaking Harikatha, he is Vyasasan, other time he is like ordinary devotee. He is in kitchen, sometimes he is cleaning, and another most difficult service after cooking, everything in fasting days, like Janmashtami, Radhashtami, other days. Without eating fast, you serve the devotee, not only devotees, but the people come. He was serving prasadam. Since I asked that, Prabhu, you are senior, why are you serving prasadam? Others can serve prasadam. He told, we have made our habit. Since we joined the Math, till now, we are same, not changed. that we become scholar, we have now become ego. Now we will not do any menial service. We are same. Tai sishya taba thakiya satata nai lava pujakar. Like our Acharya Srila Bhakti Thakur teaching that, O Gurudev, I want to remain as your disciple always. Not that, oh, before I was a servant, now I deal like a master. This is very, very wrong etiquette. But we see Tirtha Maharaj was such a menial. So even till this age, he was always like that, always. You will not feel he is keeping distance because he is learning. If somebody comes less intelligent, one villager, one Brajavasi or any Vaishnava who doesn't know so much Shastra, Tirtha Maharaj will honor him, will very jolly mood, talking with him, answer his questions, helping him understand. Nobody felt that Tirtha Maharaj is showing he is puffed off his ego. Oh, he is a scholar, that's why maintaining distance. Oh, before he was humble, now he has popped up. We never felt this. He is always humble. He was the only person so expert in doing all our Vaishnava rituals, all the Vaishnava sanskaras, from Satkriya Sardipika. All of us, we learned from Tirtha Maharaj how to perform Havan, how to prepare sacred thread. Even when I took Diksha, Tirtha Maharaj is the person who did the Yajna for me. Gurudev ordered him. And even when I took sannyas, he is the person who did the Yajna. So we are always indebted to him. He was so much qualified. Even Gurudev was always proud of him. Even Gurudev would ask him, what is your opinion? He will immediately tell Gurudev, your opinion is my opinion. I have no second thought. They never, although he is initiated by Srila Bhakti Vedanta Bhaman Goswami Maharaj, but always considered Gurudev Srila Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj his everything, because they are non-different. Gurus are non-different. He always remained with our Gurudev whole life and serving his mission. Always same, never changed due to ego. Never attached to Vyasasan, only I will sit in the Vyasasan for name, fame, prestige, adoration. He is always amani manada, never demanding respect and give respect to one and all, which is one of the chief main teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Amanina manadena, trunadapi sunichena, tarorabis. He was embodiment of. We see Vaishnava like this. Very rare to find devotees in this category. He was expert in everything. There is no, like we are saying, making from shoes to reading Sanskrit, great Sanskrit, Jota Silai, take a Chandi part. Means from beginning A to Z, all the service he could do. Everything. Not only that, he is only learned scholar. And I have seen him. There is no laziness for him in Kartik month, in other time. They have to deal with thousands of people. They have to attend with each of. We lock our door and rest. Tirtha Maharaj was resting even public, even commonly in temple room, before in front of everyone. And anybody can come and disturb him and talk to him. There is no privacy and no personal life. He was the embodiment of Math. We also see our Sripad Premanand Prabhu. They were like very, very close. And these two, Premanand Prabhu and Subhanand Prabhu, they were very dear to me. And when I came to Math, although everyone is dear to me, but they are mostly, I took their company, their association. And whenever I need, they are very, very welcome always in their life. Very, very good, understand you. And Gurudev used to tell that anybody learned Sanskrit in our Math, all left. Because after learning Sanskrit, they become a scholar. Ego comes and they don't want to become a menial servant in the Math anymore. They leave the temple. They develop their second thought, their ego popped up. But Sripad Premanand Prabhu and Sripad Tirtha Maharaj, they learn in Sanskrit. Tirtha Maharaj learned Sanskrit and Gurudev arranged for his Sanskrit education. But being such a great learned scholar in Sanskrit, but he never had any ego, never left the mart. Always remain under guidance of Gurudev. Always. Even I remember the time of my sannyas initiation, before sannyas initiation, Gurudev was consulting different devotees. Many devotees were also against my sannyas initiation. But when Gurudev asked Tirtha Maharaj, and he was at that time, he was very supportive, in support of me. No, he should take. I had very good relationship with Tirtha Maharaj. Since I came to Gaudiya Math, I was attracted towards his qualities. I had a desire always to preach with him. I also preached with him in Newark, in New Jersey, in America, Houston, some places in USA, in Hong Kong, and in India also different parts, like in Delhi, in Jammu, in Mathura, Vrindavan, in Kartik of course. I like to sit close to him and Harikatha discussion. He also liked me so much. I was not so learned. I am not so much learned. I am more attached to kirtans, because Gurudev also inspired me for kirtan. Other than Gurudev in our math, I regard Tirtha Maharaj. I got so much inspiration from him. You see that he is the only person, the first person. Gurudev was attracted towards Gita Govinda when I sang for him, of course. But Tirtha Maharaj is such person. Other time, always asked me, oh, sing another Gita Govinda. So good. He was so much rasik. Being a scholar, usually those who are scholars, they are not attracted towards singing or kirtans. They like to only speak debates or speak scholarly discussions. But Tirtha Maharaj was such, being a scholar, he was very fond of kirtans. He liked so much kirtans, especially Rasmai kirtans. And I knew Sanskrit kirtans, like Gurudev used to ask me Sanskrit kirtans, especially Sri Gita Govinda, because other devotees, some devotees also singing, but Gurudev liked my melody. Similarly, Tirtha Maharaj also was liking me so much for Gita Govinda. Sometimes he forget my name, call me Gita Govinda Prabhu. Gita Govinda Prabhu you call me sometimes, forget my name. So he inspired me so much. Even he inspired me, oh, you sing the whole book of Gita Govinda, will distribute everywhere with the Gita Govinda book. Even he went to Gurudev and approached, oh Gurudev, we will have a book in Gita Govinda. Initially, in our Gaudiya Math, there was no publication of Gita Govinda because of previous acharyas, they had restricted these books to be published because they are very, very high class. Very rare readers will be available, qualified to read Gita Govinda and access in Gita Govinda. But Tirtha Maharaj appealed Gurudev, and he was so dear to Gurudev, Gurudev kept his request. Yes, we will publish a book in Gita Govinda. And he was so happy. And our Tirtha Maharaj and our Madhu Didi, who is residing in Bombay, and he was so dear. That's so dear to Gurudev. And Tirtha Maharaj specially approached Gurudev, and Gurudev sanctioned. And after that, our Aranya Maharaj and our Bhaktisar Maharaj and others, they also pushing me together with Tirtha Maharaj to sing Gita Govinda complete. Gita Govinda is not a song which in my standard, because initially when I first time heard Gita Govinda, Sita Kamala Kucha Mandala Mangal Gitam, it was very difficult for me even. Only by mercy of my Guru Varga, Srila Gaur Govind Goswami Maharaj and Srila Bhakti Narayana Goswami Maharaj, I was able to sing those kirtans. But when the task came upon me to sing the whole Gita Govinda book, which I never heard, it was too difficult. I was praying to Gurudev, I was praying to Sri Radha Ramanju in Vrindavan, I sang for him. And by Gurudev's mercy, and the melodies inspired in my heart, and I sang the whole book, all the songs from Gita Govinda book and recorded in studio in the year 2004. So Tirtha Maharaj was so dear to me because he always gave me inspiration in this kirtan. Gurudev also gave inspiration. That's why in our mat, not others so much inspired me for learning music and singing kirtans, and Gurudev always tell me, you should record these kirtans in high standard, best standard, like profession, very good standard. So according to his desire, I try to record his great Vaishnava Acharya songs, Gita Govinda and other kirtans. Sometimes I had the year in 2008 and 9 like this, I had some minor dispute with other God brothers in the mart. There was complaints against me. I complained against them that, oh Gurudev, I cannot work with them, it is very difficult for me. But I had never complained against Tirtha Maharaj because I always liked that I should work with him, I should be with him always. But unfortunately, in last years, I am staying Radhakund and Tirtha Maharaj mostly traveling, and I did not see him much, but I met few times. And whenever he met, he is always same, always embrace me, always talking intimate things from Ras Katha, from high class Vaishnava Acharyas, Rasik explanations, especially Gita Govinda, intimate pastimes of gopis and Krishna. Very, very high class, very Rasik Vaishnava, very Rasik Vaishnava. And he is the Vaishnava who appreciated, other than Gurudev, he appreciated the Pancha Gitam when I made Bhagavatam. 5 Gitas, Pranay Gita, Benu Gita, Gopi Gita, Jugal Gita, Brahmar Gita, when I recorded, I composed and sang. Gurudev was very happy. Other than Gurudev, Tirtha Maharaj was very happy. Some other Vaishnava also had discouragement. Oh, it is not proper meter, this. But he was very happy. Even Tirtha Maharaj is the person who gave the name. I asked me, you gave me, what is the name you choose for these 5 Gitas? So he tell you can write Gita Sudha or Pancha Gitam. 5 Gitam. So this name was given by him, the album name. Usually all my album names I decide, I choose a name. But this name was given by our Pujyapad Sri Tirtha Maharaj. And he was completely devoid of any laziness. Completely no laziness. Wake up very early, 2 o'clock, sometimes 3 o'clock. I will see that when we wake up, before that, he is already writing Bhagavatam, reading, commenting, compiling, translating. He is always busy because this was his seva given by our revered spiritual master. And last thing I want to tell, many Vaishnavas around in our organization community, they found fault in him. They tried to blame him, which I did not like so much. Because I know he was in very good character, very clean-hearted Vaishnava. And in time of Gurudev, this is the year maybe 2004 or 2005. In those years, there was a complaint against Tirtha Maharaj. Some even complained, so-called sannyasis, that he should give up sannyas because he deviated the principles of sannyas, his character is not good, he had some bad association, this and this. The complaint, this went on, it was quite disturbing. How come this happened? And I was not taking any side because I knew I liked him, Tirtha Maharaj, so much. I knew his personality. And I was waiting Gurudev, what our Gurudev is saying about, because he was very dear to Gurudev. And Gurudev could not tolerate. And I remember I was present in Gurudev's room and Gurudev told those who complaining, Gurudev told them, anybody committing offense to Tirtha Maharaj is committing offense to me. Only Gurudev told this thing. And in the class, he explained the verse of Srila Rupa Goswami Pad, Dushtvai subhava janitair bapusasya dosair na prakrutattvamiha bhakta janasya pasyet Ganga mabhasang nakhalu budbuddha fena pankei Brahma dravatvam apagacchati niradharme. Srila Rupa Goswami is saying, like river Ganga, the water, the dharma, the properties of water is there, like become dirty, so many things are there. But still Ganga is considered so purest of the pure, the liquid form of Supreme Absolute Brahma, Krishna. Similarly, Vaishnava's character is pure. That's why apparently in our apparent vision, in our gross material senses, eyes, we see the fault in their nature, in their physical appearance. We should not disregard a Vaishnava. We should not consider them as material. Gurudev gave this explanation in verse, in the support of Sripad Tirtha Maharaj, and asked Sripad Tirtha Maharaj to explain the verse from Bhagavad Gita also. Apiche suduracharo bhajate mam ananya bhag sadhureva samantabhya samyak vyavasito huisa. The famous verse Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Lord Krishna is saying that one who is united with me, unalloyed devotee, ananya, only worshipping me, only taken shelter of me, completely united with me, fully situated in my devotion. Even if you see some bad behavior, low class behavior, character behavior, never disregard, consider him as a sadhu. Detailed explanation I am not giving, you can refer from the commentary for Acharyas. It's like this, Gurudev supported Sripad Tirtha Maharaj and again engaged him in preaching and not. Otherwise, there was big complaint that he should give up sannyas, he should give up the mart. He is very, very bad. Although it is continued later on, after Gurudev, even this type of thing happened. But he is always, Gurudev even told, you cannot understand what is the position of him. Gurudev himself told. Because Sripad Tirtha Maharaj was such a great devotee. While speaking Harikatha, if his topic comes to Gopis, 10th canto, about Ras Panchadhyaya and the intimate conversations, topics from Gita Govinda like this, then he would forget the time. He totally fully absorbed and tears would flow from his eyes continuously, crying and crying and crying. His mood was like that. Even Gurudev warning, stop the class, but he would not stop because he was fully overwhelmed, so much overwhelmed in the mood. It's very difficult to understand such great devotees. So there is so many things in his glorification, can speak for days. I just offered few words, flower-like words, in his glorification. I prayed to him that whoever he is engaged in the service of Gurudev, he should be merciful to me, to merciful to all of us, so that one day we'll be able to engage in pure devotional service, engage in the service of our Gurudev, and make our life successful. Jai Sripad Bhakti Vedanta Tirtha Maharaj ki jai. Tadyatir Bhav Tithi Maha Mahotsav ki jai. Jai Shri Rupanugacharya Srila Gurudev ki jai. Jai Rupanuga Gaudiya Guru Varga ki jai. Samagata Bhakta Brinda ki jai. Nitai Gaura Pramanande Hari Hari Bo.